Hello everyone, here we are for our pre-Christmas midweek musings. Hello ladies.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Merry Christmas. I'm at a Christmas party.
Yay, I've got my jumper on, my Christmas jumper.
Yes, you do.
I'm currently a snowman.
Yay.
No, I've got one of these, but I'm not going to wear it. It's a bit.
No.
Anyway.
It's from a cracker.
Yeah, it's from a cracker. I want a dice too, which is very useful, and I was very grateful.
Good one.
That
If I have to make a decision, I'll just roll it. Yeah.
Yeah, why
That's
not?
so fun.
I think that's what the government's doing, isn't it, at the moment? Chuck the dice and we'll see, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, mask for this long, mask for that long.
Yeah, chuck the dice.
It's crazy.
Okay, so where to begin? We had the marches on Saturday. So Sylv, how did it go in Cairns?
It was
plus Australia.
The feeling's amazing. Australia, I think, did show up. I don't think it was as big as the November one. That's been the biggest that I think Australia has ever seen, like in so many cities. But this one was great. And what I'm loving about them is I know some people think that the marches and the rallies are for them, for the government, but I don't see it like that at all. I see it as just like people come together, and it's impossible to feel alone when you're with that many people who are all walking alongside you, and all you want is the freedom to choose what goes in your body. It's so simple. You're like, we're not crazy. We're not the crazy ones, So I loved it. I was on a high afterwards. So yeah, we had a poem. This little boy and his mum wrote this poem. Oh my God, everyone was in tears. It was so beautiful. And the best part about, it wasn't amazing. And he goes, this past year we've seen the absolute worst, but we've also seen the absolute best. People standing hand in hand and uniting, and it's pretty big. It's pretty special. This is what we're going through. But you guys are big. Did you hit them 1 million, you reckon?
I am no good.
Exactly. Who knows?
It doesn't, but it was massive. It was massive. I saw, I shared it on my page. There was someone did a static camera and recorded the whole of the march as it went past and speeded it up, and even really fast. It's a couple of minutes of just a constant stream of people coming past. It was, it's really, really wonderful to see just that many people. We're just like,
it gives you courage, doesn't it? It just gives you like, what? And more people joining all the time. Like we have people every rally. This was their first rally.
Yeah, same. The same here. And people that have, they've really been going along with everything up until this point. And now with the passports and the mandates and the fourth B looming, it's just like, wow. Hang on a minute, maybe these weren't crazy conspiracy theorists. Maybe they were right all along. So we're getting loads of people like that, which is what we need.
And the people who wore the mask, they did the lockdowns, they got their 2 jabs, but they don't want the booster. They've done it. They're done.
Well, I think there is a dawning realization that this is, boosting every few months. We're hearing rumors from 3 to 6 months, literally every month for the rest of your life. And I kind of think people are a bit like, that's not really what I signed up for.
No,
I did a bit.
Didn't sign up for that at all.
Even the flu ones are only once a year.
And it's you don't like lock people out of cafes and restaurants for not having a flu shot.
I mentioned on a post I did recently about how they're firing NHS staff and mandating this one, but they've never done that for the flu jab, and in terms of their severity, they're actually very, very close. In IFR case rates, it's madness. There's no other way to describe it. It's just madness.
All for something with a near 100% survival rate. I mean, that fact alone.
It's crazy.
That fact alone since day one.
You can't make it make sense. It's like
no, it shouldn't be enough to just stop.
Exactly.
Because it's like, hang on, what? This is a 99. I mean, it sort of seems to be between 97% and 99 point something, depending on age groups. But I mean, the 97% is for really elderly. So even
Fifi's frozen.
Oh.
I think
Fifi, you're frozen.
Oh, am I? You frozen
Yeah.
to me? Am I back? Bloody technology. Can you hear me?
And did you guys hear what the Australian PM said, that next year it's going to become mandatory for Australian children, or it's been approved for Australian children between 5 and up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's happening here as well. We've had leaked news, which is, obviously priming people to accept it, that come the spring, they're looking at doing 5 to 11s over here. And I just there are no words. There are no words.
That's got to wake people up.
Worst. Well, I mean, it's a toss up between what is the worst, but I mean, these are young children with their whole lives ahead of them.
100%.
There's no risk to them. They're 99.997% recovery rate.
No, in Australia, 100%. 100%. No child has died from COVID between 10 and under. 0. And only like 1 under 19. Anyway.
It's criminal.
It's criminal. You know what else is criminal? Is how Facebook's treating a stand in the park. Truly.
Oh, good link there, Sylv. Love it.
And talk about Linktree. Everyone probably doesn't know this, or they might have seen it gone away. They shut us down for inappropriate use of their service, Linktree.
No,
that's it.
Now, for anyone that's not seen it, our Linktree literally holds the links to our Facebook, Instagram, Telegram groups, some interviews that Fifi has done with things like the fantastic Steve from Awakened Pages. I think there was one with Dan Aston Gregory on there.
Yes, that's on there.
We had our UK information pack and some other useful information. So there's certainly nothing on there that sort of, would warrant them bringing us down. It's awful.
And people might not be seeing lots of posts because at the moment only Fifi's boyfriend can post. So that's pretty much it. Brady's getting
all of us are blocked from posting to groups, aren't we? Until
so
January.
Frustrating.
Yeah. So if things are looking a bit thin on the ground there, it's not intentional. It's just that it's a real struggle to get stuff on there. It seems to allow some things, but not others. I was really disappointed that an interview I did with Darren Nesbitt, or founder of the Light Paper and the creator of We Are the 99% song, will not upload onto the page. I'm still trying, but actually, quick shout out. We want that song to get to #1. It is #1 on the Amazon charts already in the UK. So I'm going to post the links under this actually. It's only 7.
Good idea.
So either we want it, so it's the Amazon charts and the iTunes charts. That seems to be how they sort of compile the charts these days in the UK. So yeah.
Well, we played it at our rally, so thanks very much.
Oh, great. Yeah, I mean, it is worldwide, isn't it? It's brilliant.
It's a great song. It's proper, from the early days of the protests, crowd singing it was just, it really,
amazing.
Yeah, it really lifts you. It's a great song.
Because you just have a laugh about it because it's that crazy. It's just that crazy.
I'm more
resisting the urge to burst into song right now.
Yeah. Have you guys also seen that other really awesome song that's come out called Jimmy Levi's is a singer, and it's called Welcome to the Revolution?
Oh, I think I've heard that one.
Yeah. It's fantastic. I'm gonna when I can post again. Well, I'll just put it in the groups so I don't even know if I can do that. Anyway, it's really great if people want to check it out.
There are some great music out at the moment. Some really great protest anthems and really uplifting tunes, about togetherness and, there's I can't remember who it's by, but I Will Not Be Leaving Quietly is my favourite at the moment. It's my anthem. It's fantastic.
And it's art, like the comics, the cartoons, the music. I love it. It keeps me sane, honestly. The memes, like literally keeping me alive.
I just went to a gallery, an exhibition, a photojournalist, Kerry Murray, who's just amazing. He took the photo.
Oh, I know Kerry. He's on Instagram. He's great.
Round with us smiling with the placards and everything. So he had an exhibition, so that was lovely. Talking about like creativity and the things that are coming out of the movement. And then afterwards, some of us went on to a comedy gig, like fully awakened, obviously totally maskless. It was absolutely brilliant. And it was just, yeah, it was just this mad slice of normality. And just to have, and the comedians are so relieved to be able to just do their thing without any kind of, you know, having to hold back or, so that was brilliant.
No censorship.
Yeah, and we were talking about just it kind of, this pressure and just this situation we're in, it kind of breeds creativity. It makes people even more creative out of necessity, doesn't
because
it?
you can't keep it in. You can't keep in all the feelings.
Exactly.
And like if you can put it out in like your art, it's powerful.
Yeah, so there's loads of stuff going on, and I know so many people in the movement that are looking for ways to just sort of express and do that. You know, loads of underground stuff is going on. We've got lots of stuff planned for the in the new year, so it's quite exciting actually. This whole thing.
I think you see throughout time that, you know, it's when people are under the most pressure, when times are the most stressful, that actually it can bring about some of, you know, the most beautiful, inspiring things. You know, it brings out both the best and worst in people. And I think as a community, we need to make sure that it's bringing out the best in us, as opposed to, you know, falling into that trap of joining the segregation and discrimination and, you know, of people that think differently to us. I think we need to really concentrate on being the best that we can be and making sure that it all makes us stronger and makes us better human beings.
And to feel free to be authentic and be yourself and, you know, fly your weird ass flag, you know, like whatever it is.
I am a weird ass flag.
It's like, it's really hard, I think, in this environment, I guess, atmosphere or whatever it is, you don't want to be part of deception anymore. You just want to be yourself and you just want to say what you want to say and you don't want to be censored. And, you know, art is such a good way for like getting around that, I think. I love it. Oh, and we were going to say too that we've taken a lot of feedback about the website, and there's an amazing man behind the scenes, Andrew, and he's like, it's going to be really whiz bang amazing. I'm hoping to get places on there so that if Facebook does go down, if Instagram goes down, if all the telegrams, everything goes down, there's still a place where people can chat and connect online. And, you know, unless that all goes down too, who knows? I
guess the message to everyone is just stay tuned. We're working on it. Just stay tuned.
For the parks, you know, if it all goes down, that's what the parks are for. So physically, it should be. There'll be loads of stuff going on with the website in the new year, so we'll keep you posted.
And they'll be standing on the Boxing Day as well. I know you guys have got family commitments, but my Boxing Day is free, and I'll be heading down to the park. And I know there'll be some other people there. It's probably not going to be a massive turnout, especially over in the UK where it sounds really freaking cold.
It is very cold. I have received quite a few inquiries as to whether people are still standing on Boxing Day from my group and within the Facebook group, and also from emails and things. And obviously, if you look at any of our flyers, they sort of say, you know, we stand rain, cyclone, Christmas Day, we stand. And you know, I certainly would say that, you know, it'd be great to stand. I've got 2 very young children. Unfortunately, I mean, we've got plans for the days after Christmas to visit our extended family, but I kind of am anticipating that being scuppered, just because, not because I follow the rules, obviously, but because I have family members that do. So for me, being there for my children is my priority, and trying to just make the whole of Christmas time sort of the best it can be. But I've put a message out to my group just to say, you know, it'd be great, but just have a chat amongst yourselves. This is where the the local stand online groups come in handy. If you've got a local online group, just have a little chat to make sure that, you know, if you know what each other are doing, if either do or don't stand, but try and get that message out there. Obviously, it'd be great to still stand and, you know, celebrate Boxing Day with your fellow standers. It's a great community. I know a lot of our stands, mine in particular, it's a brilliant bunch of people, and it'd be great to see them. But obviously, you know, although there are no actual restrictions in place, the amount of fear porn and just, you know, messaging that's coming out telling people not to see people, you know, it's almost like people are policing themselves. So, and I think Fifi, it was
that's
you
what
that
they
said,
want.
you know,
That's what they want.
Going out and visiting family members is in itself an act of defiance. So, you know, if that's what you're doing, then, you know, more power to you. I think, you know, we've all got to do what's right for us, but just make sure you kind of communicate with the other stand members so that nobody ends up going there on their own. Yeah.
I don't mind if I'm there alone though, whatever, you know.
Yeah, Jill.
So hardcore stander. But no, anyone who can get down there, definitely do. I would have been if it's just logistics for me. There's just no kind of way around it. But yeah, absolutely. And
what's the rules at Christmas for you guys there? Like, what's this thing Sam said that some people, you're not allowed to have people at your house or something?
They haven't actually enforced it. Not that it's enforceable anyway. But it's just that drip, drip, drip. They're suggesting that it's just constant. That basically, if you're a decent,
and they're encouraging everyone to take tests before they go anywhere. There's the members of. Yeah, there's a member of my stand whose parents have sort of said you can't come over unless you test, and it's put them in a bit of a difficult position because they don't want to test, they don't want to participate in all of this ridiculousness. So, you know, I think it's leaving a lot of people with very difficult decisions to make. You know, you've got your family on the one side, right, and then you've got your sort of principles on the other, and with it being Christmas, it's a tough decision, and I certainly wouldn't judge anybody for any decisions they make over this period. I mean, obviously you do what's best for you, but we all know that the testemic is what's keeping this going, basically.
That's the crazy thing. Like in the past 7 days, Queensland, the state I'm in Australia, out of all the tests they've done, there's 0% positive. And yet up here in the tropics, people are wearing their masks because some lady down in Brisbane told them to. I mean, look, I hope this is the last year we ever have to talk about this. I really do.
Me too.
I will hope.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how optimistic I feel about that, but.
And it's saying earlier, weren't we?
Yeah.
That Christmas is quite a tough. It can be a tough time for people anyway, but especially this year. So, yeah, we were just having a chat before and saying about, you know, if you notice that someone, you know, within.
Oh no, Fifi's internet connection.
Oh, is it? Can you hear me? Have I gone? Am I back? Yes.
Yes, you're back.
Yes, you're back.
So yeah, if you notice someone's gone a bit quiet, or they're just, you know, it's within your stat or anywhere really. It doesn't have to be
anywhere. Yeah.
Anywhere. Often we kind of wait for people to reach out.
The joys of technology.
Reach out to them. Reach out to them. Don't think you have to be polite or anything. Reach out.
Yeah, don't wait for them to come to you, which is what
it can be really hard, can't it? Like whenever, if you've like really sad, you're in a really dark place. So I can't dream of someone saying, "Oh, I'm broken." Just in that black hole, and sometimes when just all you need is someone to shine a light in there and just say, "Oh, I've been thinking about you," and that can just be all you need, like for the shell to crack and the little flower to bloom.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, we need.
So we just got to be shining that light, waving our freak flag, shining the light. Oh, I love Fifi's frozen faces. They're the best.
It's gonna be really embarrassing, isn't it? Oh God.
Oh, technology.
Oh, am I still frozen? No.
I can
Oh, yeah,
hear
now you are. But now
Oh,
you're not.
wonderful.
No,
Great.
you are. You are.
Oh.
Yeah, you're frozen.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
God, every
We've
time
had-
I hear that, I want to break out a song. I'm just going to take a screenshot of that. That's too good.
Oh, no. I've got used to
Yeah, this is what
Anyway.
happened with me, wasn't it, when we did our business and community outreach launch? I think we had
how's
to
that been
retake it like
going,
3 times.
Sam?
'Cause I
How's
kept
it been
freezing.
going?
Yeah, it's been really mixed. I went out on Monday. I visited quite a few kind of bars and restaurants in my town centre, and we've got a bunch of volunteers going out today as well. We've got people basically doing it in their own time, but visiting a lot of businesses. It's been a really mixed bag. We've had a good response from some, an indifferent response from others, and I did unfortunately get subjected to a tirade of abuse from some chap in a bar as one of the customers. I was having a conversation with the manager, and yeah, he really did not like the insinuation that that vaccine passports were a bad thing. Obviously, they're the best thing ever. And no, he said that anyone who didn't take it was selfish, that we absolutely deserve to be ostracized from society. It's a choice that we've got to make. If we want to be a member of society, then we should make the right choice and go and get ourselves injected. So I attempted to talk to him. He did accept that the injection doesn't stop infection, it doesn't stop transmission, but I think he viewed it as very much, you know, a valid punishment for those of us who were unwilling to take it. So I kind of just held my hands up and I was like, I'm not going to waste my energy, you know, there's just no talking to people like that, you know, so I
don't even want to be in their society.
No,
so yeah, but as I say, there has been some positive responses. One of our standards, Alex, he's been out. He had a really good chat with one of the local pubs. They were very much on board. They were going to sign up to against vaccine passports. They're quite awake. So it's quite nice. We've now found a pub we can go and visit, knowing that, you know, we're quite welcome there.
Yes.
So I think it's going to be the same picture across the country, and the feedback I've been seeing from other places that it is a very much a mixed bag, and you'll get some positive, some negative, but you'll also get those in the middle that perhaps don't really see what all the fuss is about. But hopefully that's where we come in. We can explain to them what the fuss is all about, why it's such a terrible thing. Find the places to support and the places to avoid.
Can I tell you a good idea that one of the speakers at the rally said the other day? I just really loved it. She's like, you know, if you don't have your little green tick and you don't stay home, go out and just ask the plate, you know, if they say something to you about it, just say, oh, no, I don't have that. And then if they say, oh, you can't come in here, you just say, oh, that's sad. I'll go spend my money elsewhere, you know. And, yeah, if one person does that, they won't care. But you imagine you go to a restaurant and you turn away 10 people in a night. You turn away 50 people in a night. You know, that's like their livelihood. And if they can see what kind of, you know, economic, you know, fallout is going to be from their choice to comply to segregation, then that might make them rethink a little second.
It's already happening.
Absolutely.
I've seen pictures of restaurants that would normally be rammed, empty, because they're enforcing, you know, that it show your papers to go in, and people aren't doing it. So
even the jabbed people are saying, I'm jabbed, but I'm not ever going to show my papers to get into somewhere because it's wrong. Like, hallelujah, seriously, it is wrong.
And I think that's absolutely what we need to kind of, you know, push home, is that, you know, it's fine if you you know, want to keep going with these injections and you want to have your COVID pass, but if you still use your COVID pass, you are absolutely complicit in causing a segregation. The only way to just a minute, darling, sorry, I've got my daughter at home, she's off school, she's just trying to talk to me. The only way that we can stop this segregation is for people to just not use it. you know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you're using it, you know, for a night out or to go to a football match or whatever, you have absolutely no right to stand there and say, well, I don't support it. Well, by the very act of presenting it, you are supporting it, and
You're
are
validating it. You're validating it.
Yeah, you're encouraging that divide. So
not here for it. No way, Jose.
Not do it. Have no part in it. Yeah. So, ladies, I think we're about done here. Has anyone got anything else they'd like to say before we sign off?
Just lots of love and Merry Christmas, and we'll all look after each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think Christmas is that time when you reflect on the year and you think about your loved ones near and far, those who are close to you. And I think for many of us this year has been a difficult one, where many of our friends or family or people, loved ones, you know, have become more distant. There's been, you know, I think breakdowns everywhere, but on the positive side, I think many of us have made some lifelong friendships and new families, new communities, you know, through a stand in the park that, you know, will see us through this. And I think it's
Definitely.
It's time to focus on, you know, those people that are there for you, those that love you. Focus on the good things. Make the most of it. Eat, drink, be merry. Resist, defy, do not comply, and enjoy your Christmas.
Lots of love.
Lots of love.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Bye.